Hello everyone and welcome to part 14 of the Definitive Wrestling Toy Belt Collection. Today we are going over the Smoking Skull belts, and we are starting with the weirdest Smoking Skull belt of all time. So this is called the Furry Stone Cold Winged Eagle Smoking Skull belt, largely because it is fluffy. No other belt is like this. It's just shockingly unique. It is all been made furry. It is an official belt. So weirdly, this should be part of the Winged Eagle belts. It's missing the WF logo at the top here. Instead, this bit's being brought down. But the side plates, instead of being little worlds, have little sort of skulls on them. But it looks like it's a little like kind of football or soccer ball at the top of it. Don't know what's going on there. The rest of it looks like the Winged Eagle belt, but instead it's got this little bit here that says Stone Cold, with the little Stone Cold skull at the bottom of it. Very strange, very unusual, unique thing. Presumably event exclusive. Maybe it was mail away. I can guarantee this was not in stores. That's the only thing I can guarantee you of. So let us move on to number 98, which is the Jakks Pacific. Is it Jakks? Yeah, Jakks Pacific. Smoking Skull belt. This is one from my youth as well. It actually didn't belong to me originally. I actually traded for it off of a good friend of mine. So this is the Jakks Pacific one. It's quite cool. It's got a lot of moulding, a lot of layering to it. You can see it's a little bit scuffed across the heavyweight part. Still has a lot of the quality to it. You can see it's got this nice little ridge part around here. It's all plastic, of course. Presumably the original part here was missing. I think I remember this was, he broke his arm or something like that, and he just used the Velcro from there on the belt. So you can see here, it says here 1999 Jakks Pacific, all rights incorporated, all rights reserved even. 1999 Sports, Titan Sports Incorporated, all rights reserved, made in China. So yes, that is the Jakks 1999 belt, which is very, very cool. Next up, we have the infinitely rarer event version. So let me just show you the difference between the two. So obviously this one's quite a lot larger. It's also much more flat. This is all obviously 3D, it's all been moulded. But this one is the event version, and unlike the Jakks one, it has the Smoking Skull logo here, but it also has the WF Attitude part here on this side, like the actual belt does. I think the actual belt is actually 4 or 5 plates. Once again, made in USA and warning, do not wash. So the same Ralco company, or Titan Sports, that have been making all of the event belts. So for some reason, I can't remember the exact reason why, but somehow it worked out that this came out after the Jakks Pacific one. And to follow that up, we have the next one. So this is very unique and very strange, because this belt never actually came out. It was created, but it didn't actually get released. So this is different from there was a bunch of 3D belts. There was an Undertaker, a Stone Cold, and a Rock one. But this is an event exclusive one. It can only be picked up at events. I don't think you could order it online or mail away. And this is the Brahma Bull title belt. So in the same way that Stone Cold had the Smoking Skull, The Rock had this belt custom made. It was actually created. It was never shown on TV because apparently Vince McMahon just didn't like it. But interestingly enough, this one has multiple of the logos. So this is, well, the multiple side plates. So it has these two The Rock ones, which is the same on both sides. And it also has this fifth one that says the WF logo on the front of it. So if we extend it fully, there you can see exactly what it looks like with its 5 side plates, and obviously it's one main plate in the centre. So it's very interesting. It's got a little bit of a scuff here, but other than that, fairly good condition, considering. I think that if you do something like that, then that's a bit better because you can actually see all of the belts, the side plates. But yes, so this is a belt that never actually existed, that WWE actually sold. And I presume that they probably sold these around the same time. So I think there was probably a point where if you went to the stalls in the actual official events, you know, you had the opportunity to pick this up. And now to look at our last belt today. This is the Undisputed Wwe Championship. So this happened when Chris Jericho won both the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the WCW World Championship at the same time, and he went around holding both belts. When Triple H won it off of him at WrestleMania, Triple H unified the two titles together into this one belt, the Undisputed Championship. And then when Brock Lesnar won this, he made himself SmackDown exclusive. And then the next night on Raw, Eric Bischoff brought back the WCW belt and called it the WF World Championship and made it exclusive to Raw, which separated the titles again. So, the unique thing about this is the only version of the Undisputed Championship that was ever made. There wasn't any event versions. It was made in 2002, Jakks Pacific. And yeah, so this is the only version of this that you can get. And it has its own unique little line with these little, I don't know what these are meant to be, whether they're meant to be little check marks or what. And on the other side, it's got its own separate unique plate with the W Attitude logo. And it is WB, and it's the Attitude Scratch logo, and not WF. And you can see that they've incorporated the big eagle. He's back. He's on top of the big world here. It's got the stars. So this part here looks like it kind of came off of the second version of the WCW Championship, which had the stars across it. And obviously this little bit here, the nameplate, is where the wrestler who was the champion, where that would go. So a few people held this before Brock Lesnar took it and placed it entirely on SmackDown. And then this belt was the one that was owned by JBL, and then John Cena beat JBL and turned it into the Spinner Championship. But this was actually, interestingly, the last belt that Hulk Hogan won on TV. He held this for a little while, and I think... I can't remember if Hulk Hogan lost it to The Rock or if he lost it to Brock Lesnar. Can't remember that far back. I do remember that Brock Lesnar was the one that made it SmackDown exclusive though, and I do remember that Brock Lesnar, quotation mark, retired Hulk Hogan by putting him in a bear he put him in a bear hug, and then Hulk Hogan like passed out and fell unconscious. But I think Hulk Hogan came back and did the Mr. America angle after that, where he was wearing the silly mask and Vince McMahon was doing the whole, like, Hulk Hogan's fired, but Mr. America isn't Hulk Hogan thing. So, a lot of nonsense there. But that is going to be it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and we are nearing the end of our quest. The next one is going to be the spinner belt, which we've got a few of those. So if you did like this, please give it a like, share and subscribe. Do leave a comment below. I do try to reply to all of them. And remember, you also have a chance of winning a £100 prize if your comment gets read out 3 times. If you want to talk to me directly, you can find me in the Discord in the description below. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.